indeed. We also got another Mike with us. We got Mike McKinley. He's with One Meal, and this morning, Creole Creamery shrimp and sausage is the dish, right?
That's the dish. We got some nice Monroe sausage. We got some bow tie pasta. We got some fresh shrimp that come from the Gulf.
Oh.
The snapper didn't get those. So.
Hey, well, we got to get the fresh shrimp, right?
You know that's right. But we've got all our ingredients here. We got the rotel tomatoes. We got the green peppers, onions, the cheese, and chicken broth. I'll put the oil in so it can start heating up on us when we come down to the next segment. We'll start putting everything together real good.
Fantastic.
And right now we're going to go ahead, since that's heated up.
So the butter's the first step.
Everything's better with butter. Now this is real butter. Now
That's
it's not the margarine or anything else like that.
I have heard from other chefs that real butter better for you than that fake stuff.
It is. It is a whole lot better for you. This is salt-free, so you don't have to worry about that either. We'll get our salt back when we put some little Tony Zachary's in there. And can you say that, Tony Zachary's?
Tony Zachary's. Yeah, Tony Zachary's.
Okay.
I think we've actually had someone from that company on the show before, and I goofed the name up like 5 times, so finally it's just instilled in there. They straightened it out, and I will always remember it now, yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to get all this going here. While we're waiting on that, we're going to put in our bell pepper.
And Mike, for people who don't know what One Meal is, what is One Meal?
One Meal is an organization that began about 10 years ago. Well, it's been over 10 years now. My 13-year-old daughter, Marina, started this, was the inspiration behind it. We go downtown every Sunday at 4 o'clock and serve the meal to anybody that wants to get in line. The homeless, hungry, working poor. We have one statement: if you're hungry, get in line. If you leave hungry, it's your fault. But we've got so many people helping us. It's grown over the years. We've got people from all over the place. You know, we got Monroe sausage. We got Hall sausage right here in town. They all support us. We got other companies that come in, church groups, organizations, people just from everywhere have come out to help One Meal.
And this is every Sunday?
Every Sunday,
52 weeks a year.
And we have never missed a Sunday for the time we started.
Wow.
One Meal has always been there downtown Sunday to provide a meal.
That is incredible. And that's going 10 years straight.
It's been, May was 10 years.
Wow. Well, happy anniversary on that. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And all our information is on the Fox 10 website, but it's onemealmobile.com if you want to look us up, or you can call us at 251-379-9014. We'd be happy to bring you down and let us help out.
Perfect.
Tell you all about it.
Yeah, it's a great way to volunteer, a great way to give back to the community, and a great way to make sure people don't go hungry. That's what's most important.
That is the main thing. We don't want anybody out there going hungry.
It's easy to get hungry here in this sizzle. And now, look what you're doing now, Mike. Now you're really starting the torture process.
I'm going to torture y'all right now with this sausage. When it starts heating up, it's going to make everybody in the studio come out here and see what's going on.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, we just have to take them and
that's right.
give them a little of that.
For anyone new to our show, you know, Mike has been on the show before, and you can do that twirl the knife trick. That is, how long did it take you to learn that?
Well, the buddy of mine, Roger Shell, built this for me, and he made it just right.
That's incredible. You've always been able to, and you have never nicked yourself one time doing that.
I never have, and it's sharp enough to do whatever it's got to do.
That's incredible.
Yep.
When we come back a little bit later in the hour, what's going to be the next step, Mike?
When we come back, I'm going to be adding some broth, the tomatoes, and then we'll work ourselves down to the shrimp.
Fantastic. Well, as Mike mentioned, we do have all the info on One Meal available on fox10tv.com. It is right under the Studio 10 tab, and we will check in with you, Mike, a little bit later in the show.
Works for me.
All right, Chelsea.
We are back in the kitchen with Mike McKinley from One Meal. We also have a new guest, Robert Sanderson from City Church of Mobile, and we're talking about One Meal. We're also talking about Creole creamy shrimp and sausage, two of my favorite topics. So I'm really excited, but first I want to talk about, Robert, your hand in all of this and how you play a part in it.
I think it was about 7 years ago. We have a homeless ministry where we pass out sack lunches and we cook food for the homeless, and we ran into Mike. And so we've been coming down there and helping him out. We usually bring the food, the bread, the desserts, and the extra stuff to go with his meal. What I like best about Mike's ministry is that he gets secular groups, he gets Christian groups of different denominations, all to set aside their differences and come together and focus on a common mission and work together on feeding people who really need it.
That's right. People who are hungry and need it right here in our own hometown. We're seeing some video of a couple Sundays. You know, we typically go. Fox 10 loves to go and help you out as well. Yep. And it's incredible what you do. I mean, and what your heart is behind it. So there are a handful of people that come every Sunday, nearly 70 to 75, you would say?
Every Sunday. Every Sunday there's folks down there that are regular. We've had folks that have, you know, One Meal's been going for over 10 years.
Right.
Some of the people in the line have been there the whole 10 years.
Wow.
And they come back, and we get new people. We have transients that come through and look for a meal, and they find out about us, and we just have a good time, spread a little gospel, let them know God loves them, let them know we love them, and make some food for them.
And make some good food at that. Now, you make some pretty incredible food. Before we start talking about this, I want to talk about what you made yesterday.
Oh, the menu yesterday?
Tons.
Let's see, we had fried bologna. I think somebody likes that.
I love fried bologna.
We had shrimp and sausage jambalaya. We had green beans, we had pulled pork, we had baby llamas,
Desserts.
We had little Debbies, we had watermelons, oranges, we had it all.
Had it all, and that's awesome. Just helping really people here in our hometown who need help. So you just added a couple of ingredients to our sausage.
Yeah, right before we came on, I went ahead and put the rotel, the tomatoes in there.
Yeah.
And what you saw me pour in there was just some chicken broth, and we're gonna let that work down. It'll reduce itself a little bit to get some of that liquid out of there.
Yeah.
It adds the flavor. When we come back, you're going to see us we're going to be adding the shrimp, and we're going to put the cream in there and the cheese, and we're going to bring it all together and make it look like that.
And it's beautiful, and it smells really good too. Now, before we go, I want to talk about something that One Meal needs, and
we need a crawfish boiler,
Yeah.
a small one. We have a double, but that's overkill for what we're doing. We need the little single size crawfish tilt kettle. This will enable us, like if we do, let's say potatoes and corn or something, we can cook it right there, and then it's fresh, it comes out, it's hot.
Right.
And we can do hot dogs and sausages out of it too. It's a big boil pot, that's all it is, but it has the convenience as it's a tilt kettle.
Right.
And they're available down there at Academy and several other places around town, and right now that's what we're working up trying to get.
Yeah, now if someone wants to donate any money to go towards that, how can they do that?
Well, you can go to our website, onemealmobile.com. They can do it online through PayPal. Yeah. And all of that is on y'all's website and ours. You can give us a call, 379-9014. Just give us a call, look us up, come on down.
That's right. It's always a good time every Sunday at 4 p.m. So you got to go check them out and got to help them out because we have so much fun. But now, these past couple of Sundays, it's been a little hot.
Oh yeah.
It's summer.
Well, we took a lot of water, and that's the big thing. Water is our biggest thing during the summer. Right. We took some sweet tea down there yesterday. We had that, and I believe Robert, you brought some soft drinks and stuff too.
And grapes.
And grapes, yeah. So we try to make sure that they're hydrated, not just the water to go with the meal, but a little bit of something to drink while they're waiting or going through the line. Right. Well, guys, thank you so much. When we come back, we're going to be adding the shrimp and the cream. Michael, I know you're really excited about this.
We're back in our Studio 10 kitchen with Mike McKinley of One Meal. We've also got Robert Sanderson with us. He's with City Church of Mobile, and we're finishing up the Creole Creamery shrimp and sausage. And Mike, what have we done since the last segment? Well, since the last segment, all we've added is the shrimp, because on the last segment I'd already put the broth and everything in there. We got the shrimp in here, and you see how they're starting to turn their nice cooked color. Now we're going to go ahead and put the cream in, because when it starts heating up, it's going to finish the cooking. And this is just regular old heavy whipping cream. I put it in a fancy glass. And notice how the sizzle just dies down.
It did, but it's going to come right back on up. That's a nice cooktop.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's got turbo on it.
That's Thermador. Now, Robert, for people who aren't familiar with what One Meal is, I was talking about it with Mike earlier. If you could tell us again exactly what it is.
One Meal, they serve food every Sunday afternoon at St. Louis Street Missionary Baptist Church at 4 o'clock. Anybody can get in line and go through. It brings together members of the community who want to help out. If you want to bring stuff down, you can just set up at the end of the line.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
And Mike, you
the
were
door
saying
is always open.
in May you celebrated 10 years of putting this together.
10 years.
And in 10 years you haven't missed one single Sunday.
One Meal has never missed a Sunday, and some member of my family or my whole family has only missed 5 Sundays.
Wow. In 10 years.
In 10 years.
That is a pretty good stretch.
And let's keep in mind now, I do have a full-time job.
That's true. Yeah, you work Monday through Friday.
I do.
And now and really, if you think about it, you work 6 days a week if you include one meal on Sundays. But I think it's wonderful that you've never missed a Sunday.
We never miss a Sunday.
What I also find amazing is when I fill in for him when he's gone, I use a church commercial kitchen and 5 volunteers. He does all this at home in a home kitchen.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I got a
It
little
is
bitty
incredible.
kitchen. But see, I like my kitchen small. That way, if I need to reach something over here, I can still do it.
That's true. You don't have to walk 30 steps across the kitchen. I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
If you got
yeah.
those big kitchens, it's like you're getting a cardio workout
You do.
going from side to side.
And what you see me doing here, I'm adding that Parmesan cheese. You can see that the cream is starting to reduce down just a little bit. Now, when you're doing this, I'm going to give you, somebody may already know this, but this is cornstarch and water. It's just liquefied.
Okay.
And what this does is, if your sauce is a little thin, you can add some of this and it'll thicken it up a little bit and tighten it up.
Really?
And make it nice and creamy. You can do this, or you can also use a bit of little liquefied water. I prefer the cornstarch because you don't have to use as much. But you can see how everything's coming together just right. Now we're going to add this pasta. It done stuck together. It ain't coming out the bowl. You got to come out. Come on. Yeah, Mike McKinley, I said come on.
And this is just one of the many popular dishes that you do serve at one.
Yeah, we serve this when we get donations of shrimp, or if it gets to a price that's affordable. We serve this, and a lot of times I'll make this into just a big old batch of it, because we're serving a lot of people.
Now, if someone wants to donate, Mike, or they want to volunteer, what do they need to do?
Our website is onemealmobile.com. You can go there. You can go to the Fox 10 website. All information is there. You can call us at 251-379-9014. We do accept PayPal, or you can send cash, check, money order. Preferably don't send the cash, send check and money order.
Right.
Yeah.
But donations are welcome.
And at donations, but we also take contributions for the food and supplies and stuff. And on our website, there's a full list of items you can donate as far as the food and supplies and what have you.
Fantastic.
Or you can donate time. You can just come down, climb yourself right there in the line and start serving. We'll put you to work if you come down there.
And Robert, how did you become mixed in with all this?
I met Mike downtown about 7 years ago when he was doing this, and we just jumped on board. Our church has been bringing bread and dessert for about the past 7 years now.
Wonderful.
Now, yesterday, we had about 40 feet of food set up.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was on.
40 feet of
I'm
food.
talking about from the time you pick up your plate to the time you go down there and get a slice of watermelon, that's about 40 feet. That's like from here to past Chelsea over there.
Wow. That is a lot of food.
That's a lot of food.
And it's not even Thanksgiving right now.
No, that's like I said earlier. With one meal.
What is it you said? If you leave hungry, it's your fault.
If you're hungry, get in line. If you leave hungry, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
That's it.
Because there's no way you could possibly leave and still be hungry with all the food
not
you
with
got
all that
right
food that we got. And this right here is our dish.
That is fantastic.
Ta-da.
And Mike, that didn't take you long at all to put together. It looks fantastic.
This dish, with prep and everything together, inside of 30 minutes easy.
That's wonderful.
And that's for a beginner, somebody that doesn't even know how to cook. I mean, they can follow the recipe. The recipe is on the website. And just follow the recipe. It's so simple.
And we're going to put that recipe on fox10tv.com under the Studio 10 tab, along with all the info on One Meal. Mike and Robert, thank you for being on the show this
Thank y'all
morning.
for having us.
We
I
really
appreciate it.
And we'll see you back another time.
Oh, we'll be back. I got a surprise for the next visit.
Oh, now see, I'm already enticed. That ought to leave you hooked. Chelsea?